Check ultimateguard.com and find premium quality products for your favorite trading card game. Check video description or visit Ultimate Guard for more. Welcome back to Pokemon TCG Center. In today's video we'll be looking at deck for the standard format, and today we're looking at Solgaleo-GX Metal Box. So this is my Solgaleo-GX, Genesect, Magearna and Cobalion deck for the standard format. So earlier I built a deck with Solgaleo-GX and the Darkrai featuring Giratina. It was also very powerful and very broken, and today I'm introducing you my Solgaleo Metal Box deck. So it's one very interesting deck, it's a very powerful deck. So let's first talk about Solgaleo-GX itself. 250 HP, same as a Wheeler GX. I think this is the highest HP GX in play. 250 HP, weakness on fire, resistance -20 on those, psychic treat cost. Ultra Road ability. Once during your turn, you might switch this Pokemon with your... You might switch your active Pokemon with one of your benched Pokemons. Insane. Insane ability, is just insane. Sunsteel Strike for 230, but if you do that, you need to discard all energy attached to this Pokemon. Okay, not a big deal, because we can have two Solgalos in play, and we can just use Sunsteel Strike, absorb damage from our opponent, use Max Potion, heal all damage counters from Solgaleo-GX, then just switch to another Solgaleo, strike for another 230, and still have one Cobalion, or even better Genesect ready to one-hit knock your opponent EX for last 2 prize cards. That's just very powerful. Soul Burst GX, search your deck for up to 5 energy cards, attach them to one of your Pokemon, to your Pokemons in play, and that's it. You can have 5 energies with Soul Burst GX, that's just insane. So, in addition to that, 2 copies of Genesect-EX with the Drive Change, very good ability. It allows you to to change your abilities once per turn from the Genesect. And Rapid Blaster can go for 100 plus 20 more for each metal energy discarded this way. In theory, 3 energies in Fighting Fairy Belt for 170, enough to knock out 170 HP EXs, or even better, 110 with the Fighting Fairy Belt for the one-hit knock against Shaymin. 2 copies of Cobalion with a Quick Guard, and Revenge Blast, a non-EX attacker who can actually strike for tons of damage depending on how many prizes our opponent has taken with that Revenge Blast for only 2 energies. 2 Shaymins for the setup, 2/1/2 line of the Solgaleo, and of course 1 Magearna-EX with the Mystic Heart, which will prevent our opponent from dealing any effects of attacks to our Pokemon that actually have metal energy attached. And also Soul Blaster for 120, it's a decent attack. 12 Pokemons, 37 trainer cards, and 11 energies in total. So from the trainer cards, I also decided to go with 4 copies of Max Elixirs, just because this is a version of the Turbo deck, but to be honest, you can also substitute those Max Elixirs with second Max Potion, second Nest Ball, and maybe a Skyla, and maybe another Fighting Fury Belt, or maybe another energy card. And in this situation, deck could work much better, but also Max Elixirs sometimes can be very powerful. A single Max Potion, as I mentioned, can be also added one more as a tech. Once we used a Sunsteel Strike for 230, we need to discard all energies, so Max Potion makes a lot of sense. 1 Nest Ball, just to search a deck for any basic Pokemon put on the bench. Can be good to pull Genesect, Magearna, or Cobalion, even Cosmog. And 2 Rare Candies, 2 Super Rods, because this deck actually recycles a lot of energies, so Super Rod can be good. Also, there is 1 card which can recycle 5 energies, not sure the correct name of it, but also that can be possible tech, but I just decided to go with 2 copies of Super Rods, because with the Super Rod I can also recycle my Solgalo's energies and any other Pokemon that I really need from my discard pile. 4 copies of Trainers Mails, 4 Ultra Balls, and in addition to that I'm running 4 copies of Max Elixirs. Only 1 Stadium card this time, which is a Reverse Valley, so damage done to my Pokemons can be reduced by 10. That's perfect, because with -20 already to Psychic, I can have -30 resistance to those Mega Mewtwo decks. 1 copy of Hex Maniac, 1 copy of Lysandre, 1 copy of Olympia. Even if I have my Solgaleo and 2 Float Stones, I decide to go with 1 Olympia. That's just because I'm afraid about Garbodor, and with Olympia I can always retreat or actually switch for free and heal 30 damage. 2 Ents and 4 Sycamores for job, and then 5 different tool cards, 1 Fighting Fury Belt for extra 10 and 40 HP, 2 Float Stones for the free retreat, and interesting choice are 2 Weakness Policies, because If you don't run Weakness Policy, you will have auto loss against those Volcanion-EX decks, because Volcanion can just one-hit knock out any of Pokemon's right here for the weakness, so that's the biggest problem. 11 metal basic energies in total, just because I'm running Max Elixirs and I will need to have just regular basic energies to be able to hit Max Elixirs often per turn. If you're looking for any of these cards, you can find them on tcgcastle.com. TCG Center 5 code can also give you the 5% discount on your first purchase, so make sure to check TCG Castle, because you can find all of these cards for the best prices on the market. So let's do some game tests so you can actually see how I played this deck. So see you in the game. Okay, so I'm gonna start with Cobalion in the front. Bench down Magearna, and that's it. Have the Float Stone, have the Seeker, have Weakness Policy. Solgaleo, Super Rod, and yeah, that's just it. Nothing else. So Alakazam Spirit Link. Luckily I have resistance -1. Also with the Stadium I can have -10 more. Ultra Ball on the other side, probably for the Hoopa-EX. Probably for the Hoopa-EX, so Lysandre is discarded, also Professor Sycamore discarded. For the Hoopa-EX. Alright, so a couple more Alakazams and one Shaymin for 2. Alright. I still need top deck, because if I don't draw nothing, I'm gonna be in a very, very bad position. One Eevee. Alright, I like that. So it's a Umbreon GX and Mega Alakazam deck. So the top deck was just a Metal Energy. And to be honest, I don't even want to attach that Metal Energy, so I can just pass my turn. I can just pass my turn and wait to see what my opponent can bring, and he can bring N. So for me, game, it looks like it's saved. So Trainers Mail, Ultra Ball, Float Stone, 2 energies, and a V Seeker again in my hand. Alright, so I need to start dealing some damage. For me, the best thing will be maybe to power up Genesect somehow with 3 energies, or in translation with a Max Elixir and energy from hand. So looks like my Cobalion is gonna be knocked out. So it was a bad decision to attach Float Stone onto my Cobalion, but who would expect? Who would expect 2 more Mega Alakazams when his bench is full? Alright, so I have just Magearna. I have Float Stone for it, so that's a decent one. I'm gonna Trainer's Mail for that Professor Sycamore, of course. Ultra Ball. And I'm thinking about Ultra Ball for Shaymin. So I can maybe find another Pokemon with that setup, or maybe a couple more Ultra Balls like I did. Alright, let's grab that Cosmog. Time to change tactic here. Sycamore for 7. Alright, so Trainers Mail for the Max Potion, that will definitely work for now. I'm gonna play it immediately down to my Magearna. Trainers Mail number 2 for the Rare Candy. Somehow I'm thinking about Sycamore is better choice for next turn, because I have just crap cards in my hand that I simply cannot. I mean, I can use them, but they're just useless. So I will just Max Elixir another energy onto my Cosmog, and then I will just pass my turn, leaving my Magearna in the front because it has -20 resistance, so even if he wants to use that Zen Force, it's going to be just for 0 damage. So even I have very bad start here, I can still win the game from nowhere. I just need to bring my Solgaleo-GX in play. Only 2 energies in my discard pile, Sycamore in my hand, another metal energy in my hand for next turn, so hand looks promising. There is another Mega Alakazam. Alright. Oh, luckily he decided to go with 3 damage counters down to my Shaymin, so there is Umbreon GX and Zen Force, 450. Okay, so I survived with my Magearna, that's the most important. This is gonna be one huge Sycamore for 7. Missing one piece of puzzle here again, which is a Rare Candy. Okay, how many energies I have in my discard pile? 3 of them. Ultra Ball for energy and a Max Elixir for that Genesect. Super Rod, of course, to recycle back my energies and Cosmoem. More than that, 1 energy can be attached onto my Genesect, and I'm thinking about retreating down to my Cobalion. Passing the turn, for next turn I can just be Seeker for Sycamore, grab 7 more cards, hopefully find that Rare Candy and Solgaleo. Sycamore on the other side, alright. Sycamore is on the other side, Zen Force will be just useless right now, so my opponent definitely needs to start putting some energies down to his Sceptile GX, because he definitely wants to use that Divide GX and put 10 damage counters to my Pokemons in play. Yeah, Max Potion helped me a lot at that turn 2, I guess, or turn 1 even, when I healed the damage from my Magearna, so he was not able to knock out my Magearna. Escape Rope really doesn't matter too much. I'm gonna just put my Genesect in the front, and I'm comfortable with that. Your opponent Pokemon is confused. Oh, Hoopa promoted in the front. Interesting. And he also decided to pass the turn. Metal Energy top deck for me. Of course I'm gonna attach Metal Energy to my Genesect and be Seeker for Sycamore and grab 7 more cards. Come on, Rare Candy, come on. There is Rare Candy, but again, no Solgaleo, so I can just Fighting Fury Belt, attach, I can play one of my Max Elixirs, find that energy card and attach that energy card down to my Cobalion. And play my Reverse Valley to reduce the damage from my opponent Alakazams for even 10 damage more. Okay, so that was pretty much it. I still don't have Solgaleo, so I'm not happy. Not at all. It takes so much time. So much time. On the other side, my opponent have access to the Lysandre in his discard pile. Now, all he really needs is just a V-Seeker, and Magearna is going to be knocked out. I mean, that's not bad. That's definitely not bad, because right now I can just promote my Cosmoem in front and hope to find V-Seeker top deck. Yep, Sycamore for 7. Huge gamble, of course, but I guess it worked. Time to play, time to play, time to be very careful, because I don't know how many energies I have left. 2, 4, 5, 8. I think it's time just to knock out with my Sunsteel Strike his Alakazam here and grab 2 energies. Yeah, I feel comfortable doing that. Why not? 230. Another Super Rod can bring me back those energy cards, so Shaymin and Metal Energy. Okay. Okay, I'm running 2 copies of Super Rods, and so far I played only 1. 5 energies in my discard pile, 3 in play, 2 in hand, which means I have 2 more energies left hidden somewhere. And I don't know where, but at least I have Genesect-EX next turn ready for 110. So it would be nice to see maybe top deck Lysandre and a knockout against my opponent Shaymin-EX. So from nowhere, I started pretty bad, but I'm still in play. I'm still in play. There is a V-Seeker for Lysandre, and that Lysandre will goes down to my Shaymin. Of course, I'm gonna be knocked out. So I simply need to put my opponent down to 1 card with my M. Okay. I think this is pretty much it. 1 Ultra Ball for Olympia and the Weakness Policy. I have just another Genesect. But I don't want to put that Genesect in play. I just want to end my opponent. Draw 4 cards. 3 of them are going to be Metal Energy cards. Insane. Very, very insane. Rapid Blaster. 110. Nope, 0 energies will be discarded. So 110 next turn I can knock out his Alakazam, and most importantly, if I can find Lysandre, I can then just knock out his Shaymin without too much problems. 1 energy attached down to the Umbreon and Sycamore for 7. Perfect for my opponent. The best thing he can do is just try to confuse me, but then I can go with my Cobalion for 180 against that Espeon. That's a very powerful attack. Another Ultra Ball. Okay, what can he find with it? Max Elixir and Eevee discarded. 4 more turns I have. Another Alakazam. Alright. Oh, Wobbuffet. Okay, he can retreat to the Wobbuffet. And then I'm not gonna be able to switch with my Ultra Rod. No, he just Zen Force for nothing. Yeah, Zen Force for nothing. On the other side, Rapid Blaster for 110 again. That's enough for the knockout, 220. Minus 30 my opponent right now can do to my Metal Pokemons. Lysandre and Solgaleo-GX number 2, which means I have victory in my hands. So, if Espeon somehow can strike for the Lysandre, he can knock out my Cosmog on the bench, and that's very scary. So he just needs the access to the V-Seeker and Lysandre. But 3 V-Seekers already has been played for my opponent. Ah, come on, V-Seeker. For Sycamore, he didn't see victory in his hand? No way. No way. No way. Okay, I know, that happens sometimes even to me. Trainers Mail for Lysandre. Maybe he just realized right now that he had victory in his hand. Devolution Spray. But this turn he can't evolve. Sycamore has been played for my opponent, so I can Max Elixir just for fun. Metal Energy attach. A Rare Candy into my Solgaleo number 2. For how many damage counters I can strike right now? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 180, 190. I don't even need a Lysandre. I can just Rapid Blaster for 190, knocking out his Hoopa for the last prize and winning this game. So yeah, it was very, very slow start at the beginning, very bad start, but at the end I win the game. But that's just because Alakazam is not that good without something that can spread damage around the board, and also resistance is here -30. It's a big deal, definitely. So at the end, win for me. Alright, so I have Genesect in my opening hand, also Shaymin-EX. There is one Max Elixir, but of course I can't do too much with my Max Elixir. At least there is a Trainers Mail, so hopefully that Trainers Mail will be something good. Something like an Ultra Ball, or maybe something even better like a Nast Ball. So Spin Arc is on the other side. Already a Float Stone and one Timer Ball. So one Heads, so one Evolution Pokemon can be found with that Timer Ball right now. So let's see which one is gonna be. Ariados, of course. Okay. First Jump Plant, Ariados in play. He can use that Poisonous Nest. Ultra Ball, probably for Shaymin-EX. Yep, there we go. Shaymin-EX. Set up for 5. And Sceptile. Alright. So Sceptile can use Sleep Poison or Unseen Claw. Unseen Claw is a very powerful attack. It can strike for 130 if I'm affected with the special condition. In this situation I am affected with a special condition, but my opponent does not have a energy card. And also Decidueye GX, whatever he is, my opponent play one of them. So Trainer's Mail. For another Professor Sycamore, one energy found and attached, and another Timer Ball. Just one Heads. Okay. Alright, so I took 10 damage counters. Top deck was a N, so at least something. Yeah, I don't have another option than play my N. So there's Magearna, there's Weakness Policy, Fighting Fury Belt, a Float Stone. Of course I'm gonna play my Reverse Valley. Of course I'm gonna retreat down to my Magearna. And then simply I will just use my Drive Change, put the Float Stone back into my hand, attach Fighting Fury Belt, put Float Stone to Magearna, and pass my turn. That's it. That's it. From something to nothing, and another Grass Energy attached. Trainer's Mail. Well, this turn he can strike with the Unseen Claw for 140, but he can also knock out my Magearna, so I actually waste my Float Stone, realizing that he can just bring this GX and put 2 damage counters onto my Magearna. So that was... Ultra Ball for a Rowlet? Well, that means that I'm not gonna be knocked out, because Another GX is probably priced. So, level ball for another Rowlet. Okay, and hopefully I'm gonna be able to use my Max Potion, Unseen Claw for 130, then from Poison 140. Top deck is a Metal Energy card. Of course I'm gonna attach it. Of course I'm gonna play N. And of course I'm gonna draw 6 new cards. I'm also gonna drop that Cobalion. So I might hit Max Elixir for the quick guard. We shall see. So Max Elixir, nope, not gonna happen. But what will happen definitely is retreat onto my Genesect without energy cards. I'm gonna pass. I could use quick guard for like a turn and maybe prevent my opponent from being able to deal damage onto my Cobalion. I decide not to do that. I decide to power up my Genesect, so I can actually have one hit knockout against that Sceptile maybe in the future for 170, Poisonous Nest. There's gonna be another 130, but if I can find Max Potion, I can always just draw one more turn without losing a prize, which is very important. So there is another level ball for nothing. He is down to 9 cards. That's very risky. And there is a Trainer's Mail. A lot of resources already discarded. As you can see, only one Seeker has been played. And right now I know that my opponent for next turn have access to the Lysandre. So probably my Magearna is going to be knocked out, but also my Genesect will be knocked out. Top deck is just a Seeker, but I'm gonna play Sycamore right now. Okay, so Cosmog, Max Elixir, and no energy. All right, 11 energies, no energy. That's more than okay. Why I even complain? I don't know. I don't know why I complain. Drive change. Maybe time to use that drive change? No, I know that he's gonna play that Lysandre next turn. Not worth, definitely. I'm having hard time again. But my opponent had only 7 cards left. I know that he had the access to the Lysandre. I know that he need to pull that Lysandre. Or he can just go for the knockout against my Cobalion, but that would be just ridiculous. Oh yeah, Poisonous Nest for the knockout against my Cobalion. You gotta be kidding me that he wants to do that. Okay, I could save my Cobalion if I was putting my drive change, my tool back into my hand, but I didn't. Never mind. Time for the Max Elixir, time for the energy. Time for the Float Stone. Time for N. I just need energy to knock out his Sceptile. This is ridiculous. Where are my energy cards? I don't know what is happening right now. I simply don't know what is happening right now. I have Ultra Ball. I can still pull something out here. Max Elixir for nothing. Yeah. Max Elixir for nothing. Super Rod for Solgaleo. A Trainer's Mail maybe for Rare Candy, that would be nice. Nope, just for a Ultra Ball. Okay, I can have Ultra Ball for Weakness Policy and for Sycamore. I can grab that Shaymin, I can set up. Hopefully I can even knock out his Sceptile. I'm having a hard time here. It's very painful to watch, but I just need energy card. Okay, Ultra Ball. Ultra Ball for a Hex Maniac and a Timer Ball. And I can grab my Solgaleo in play. From nowhere, I can Rare Candy to my Solgaleo. Most importantly, I can just heal damage from my Genesect with the Max Potion. Last card is a energy card, and it's time for that Ultra Rod. Solgaleo will be in the front. I'm gonna use my Soul Burst. I'm gonna put as many energies as I can right now to my Pokemons. So I'm thinking about taking a victory right now here. Okay, 1 energy to my Solgaleo, 1 more energy to my Solgaleo, so I can go with my Sunsteel Strike next turn for 230. What a play, what a move this was. I also managed to heal entire damage from my Genesect. I wish I had another Max Potion to heal also damage from my Magearna. Sceptile cannot do too much. It can strike for 130. I mean, still 130, it's a lot of damage counters, but he can't one-hit knock on my Solgaleo. No way. Poisonous Nest. Alright. An Unseen Cloud for 130. Top deck for me. I guess the best top deck is a V-Seeker for Lysandre. Super Rod. Okay. I'm gonna do 1 Ultra Rod for my Magearna. This is a switching Pokemon, not retreating, so I can retreat. I can strike for 170, but I need to discard all energy cards. Or I can just go for 230. Well, let's just go with the Rapid Blaster. One-hit knockout, why not? Right now I just realized that I shouldn't do that. Because he can right now just Lysandre and knock out my Solgaleo, and I will have no energies in play. I still have another Genesect. That was so stupid from me. But it's gonna be a little bit more interesting. Put 3 cards from your discard pile into your hand. Okay, nothing special. Time for a knockout against his Sceptile. Super Rod. I don't have Super Rod left. I think I don't have. I played both of them. I have my Shaymin for setup, but it's not worth to do it. So I'm just gonna play my Sycamore for 7, 5, 8 energies. Ultra Ball for Cobalion and another Solgaleo. For that Cosmog, I'm gonna put it down to the bench. I can attack with Cobalion with a Revenge Blast for a decent amount of damage. Because I put myself in a very uncomfortable position right now. But why would I do that? Why? I can just drive change and goes for the 170. I can go for 170 and discard all energies. Right now I don't have a single energy in play, but still, next turn I can just knock out his Shaymin. I just need 1 Metal Energy and Lysandre. Can I find both of these cards? Well, there's a Trainers Mail, so it might be a GG. It might be a GG. Okay. This Pokemon does 120 to itself. Still, Rare Candy. Oh, Lysandre for my Magearna. No, for the Shaymin. That's fair enough. That's fair enough, my friends. Yeah, I would have victory right now in my hands if I didn't do that mistake with if I didn't do that mistake with my Solgaleo. However, there is a Trainers Mail. So what can I find with the Trainers Mail? I can find a Lysandre. Okay, so the game is saved. Whew, luckily. Whew, okay, so it's GG, but it's a GG. But I'm not proud to myself. What type of the mistakes I actually made from game to game. But at the end, I just win, so that's the most important. Solgaleo is a very powerful card. I built a second deck with Solgaleo. This is a second build with Solgaleo. Earlier, I built a deck with Solgaleo, Dark Ranger, Athena. It was also broken, but Solgaleo-GX with Max Potions and Genesect with Cobalions can also be very broken. So a lot of different decks can be built with those new GXs, and to be honest, I actually like them, especially because they have that special attack which can be used only once per game, and it's just insanely strong and powerful. Hopefully, guys, this video was interesting to you. I hope you're gonna support my channel by clicking the subscribe button. So if you like this video, also don't forget to hit the like button. If you didn't like, don't forget to dislike this video. If you have any questions, as always, don't forget to ask in the comments below. Let me know what you think about it. You can also reach me on Facebook, just in case if you need to ask something, or if you have something that you would like to see, like some Pokemon deck list. I can build it for you and test it. But that was just it for tonight, for today. See you in the next video. As always, have a nice day wherever you are, and goodbye.